Now then, people, good evening. Welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. Heartbreak at the death as Leeds United concede a late equaliser from Croupier, or Croupier, whatever you want to call him. He came off the bench and gets an equaliser for Bournemouth. The winless run for Bournemouth at Ellen Road continues. Pre-match, if you'd have told us we draw 2-2, the majority of us take it. Of course, it feels like a loss being so late on, but I'm still very proud of the performance out there. I was hoping to say, 6 games, 3 wins, 50%, as it is, we've drawn. But that's a very good Bournemouth side that have only lost once this season, and that came to Liverpool. It's the same Bournemouth that beat Spurs. It's the same Bournemouth that have ambitions of Europe this season. We've got a very good manager, a very good squad, a very good team. Leeds United at times were better than them. Calvert-Lewin could have had a hat-trick, really. I'm not saying he had a bad performance, but there was a few chances that he missed. I don't think Leeds were bad. It's just disappointing to lose it there. Tanaka lost the ball and drew the free kick, or gave away the free kick. He's brought on to see the game out and obviously makes an error there. And the free kick comes in, it's headed back across. And to be honest, when he's put it in, I thought he's definitely offside here. But when you see it back, he was miles on. Keeper had no chance, and 2 apiece. But Bournemouth will think, you know what, it's theirs. And I think we'd have probably taken it pre-match. I thought there were some standout performers out there. I thought Sean Longstaff was brilliant today. He was everywhere. And for him to get his debut goal as well, like his first goal for Leeds, is a great thing for him. What it has also shown us, and also gives me confidence, is that Leeds can score goals. That's now 5 goals scored in 2 games, which is impressive. And we've played a Bournemouth side that was sat in 4th before a ball was kicked today. I'm not saying they're going to end there, but they're a very good side. So there's a lot of positives to take from it. When you're taking it, as I said, before kickoff, as it's were, it feels like probably points dropped. I get it, because we deserve to win on the face of it. I thought Strout was quality, although I'd love to see him for their equaliser where he's at, but I think he's got road on. Great to see us from set pieces. Whoever's been working on them has said, obviously, Sean Longstaff's the best person to have on them. Even just having Stack in the box, he's going to cause all sorts of problems. And Joe Rodon scored from one. So that's huge. The goal that we conceded is disappointing, especially when you consider the amount of chances we had prior to that. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. But the draft excluser, I mean, we've had Aronson laid on the deck, but for whatever reason, like he's like curled up. But yeah, Semenyo has just fired it in. But next time have someone taller on the draft excluder, I guess. Silly free kick to give away as well, right on the edge, right in front of the ref. So that was disappointing. The goals we scored were decent. As I say, the Rodon header's a thing of beauty because he never does them. And then obviously Longstaff strike as well, which comes off the inside of the post and in the back of the net. It's disappointing to get an equaliser late on, but I'll keep saying that we were, a lot of us would have taken that pre-match. We deserve to win though, like I say. But I need to see the free kick back that we've conceded, but it reminds me of Sunderland a little bit. I know that was a crazy error, but my point is it's a similar sort of area. And if we're being totally honest, at this level, with a couple of minutes left, you should not be conceding at that point. You just shouldn't. So obviously need to have a look at that back and find out what the crack was. And obviously I'll do that between now and the morning and see what the situation is there. But having played 6 games now, I am content with how Leeds United are performing. we've lost 2 games, and one of them really shouldn't have been a loss against Fulham, and we got battered by Arsenal. But aside from Arsenal, we have been competitive in every single fixture. And like I say, we can feel hard done by today. But I think all of us are going, do you know what? This Premier League, we're going to be all right. And I've maintained that we will stay in the division. And getting results against teams like Bournemouth will keep you in there. Of course, we could have got... I mean, imagine we win and I'm going, fucking hell, we've played 6 and we've won half of them. We only need 7 more wins to hit that magic number 10 and we're good, But 6, how many points on the board have we got? Is it 8? 8 points? I think it might be 8 points after 6 games. There's a point a game, which is... If you trend at a point a game, you're going to stay up. And, we're ahead of that. We got Spurs next week, and I fancy us against Spurs. I do fancy us against Spurs. There's a sense of inevitability about Bournemouth at the minute. They know they've been in a game. But this is a team that have beaten Spurs, beaten Brighton. Like I say, they've lost once, and that was against Liverpool. Drew with Newcastle, and have obviously come to Ellen Road and drew to all. Look, I don't know what else we can speak on really. It'd be interesting to say what people's thoughts are. Yeah, I've seen that 2-1 Palace. I've just seen it. They're checking it for VAR now though, so it'll probably somehow will get chalked off. 5 as promised, Joe. Wish it was 10. Great performance, but gutted. Yeah, I think a lot of people will take a lot of confidence from what they saw tonight. We deserve to win that, but we'll absolutely take a draw with Bournemouth. We are doing okay. Calm down, haters. Yeah, has there been some that have? There will be some that criticise it, but you can't look. What Farke's showed me is that he's a Premier League manager. He's competing with the likes of Adoni Iriola and other teams that we've come up against them. We've more than matched them. Pleased in the end, we're scoring, and Bournemouth in second, so on form, good result. It is a good result in the cold out of the day, but no point in crying over the goal. We've been brilliant today. Yeah. I'm not mad. Late equaliser sucks, but we're showing we can actually compete. That's the most important thing, isn't it? We're showing. He got outmanaged, Joe. Subs were terrible. Oh, go to sleep, Bravado. You're off your head. Go to sleep. Yeah. Like I say, the subs were bang on. Tanaka coming on for Aronson. I probably would have liked James, but he's probably thought, do you know what? Let's get as many bodies as we can in midfield. And he probably wants Tanaka because Tanaka's going to keep hold of the ball. Mekcha for Calvert-Lewin for the last 5 minutes so he can do lots of running. I get it. Harrison for Okafor. What I'll say again for Okafor, it took him a while to get into the game. But when he did, he showed flashes. Yeah, good performance. Good. Some standout performers out there. As I say, I thought Strout was great. Bogle did okay. Ampadu did okay. Longstaff for me is the man of the match. Even aside from the goal, I thought he was quality. I love how combative he is in the middle of the park. Stack, I'm still annoyed at for giving away the free kick, if I'm honest, and I don't think he was that good on the ball. Calvert-Lewin could have had a hat-trick. Hopefully that comes within time. But we just played a side there that probably a lot of us got. Look, before kickoff, I think, fucking hell, could be on the end of a hiding here. As it were, they get away with one. And I think, if you speak to a Bournemouth fan, they'll be like, do you know what? They're a good side, Leeds. They won't go down. They're gonna be fine. And I think, be fine. Burnley got hammering thanks to 2 OGs from the same guy. There you go. Yeah, how Tanaka getting dispossessed isn't great, is it? If we're being honest, but yeah, Haaland coming up trumps right at the end, 2 goals for triple captain. Oof. That's all fine. Big up to my man, Abdul Rahman Al Khalifi. He says, sorry, Joe, but we threw 2 points away because of bad substitutions. I disagree, mate. Plus, why go on the defensive again? When you say again, when did we do that previously? Bro, there was 5 minutes left. Come on now. Daniel James for Aronson would have killed them. I think what he wanted to do was Tanaka to get on the ball. Tanaka to get on the ball, whereas Dan James not tactically as sound as him. So it'd be, you know, a kick and rush job. I think with Tanaka, it was so uncharacteristic of him to lose the ball and have, you know, to be fouled. Be all to come on to defend set pieces. Sorry, but angry. That's fine. You're entitled to be angry. Who would you bring him on for, though, at that point? I'm not too sure. I think they were good today, mate, and I think the subs were fine, but it's easy to throw now shit at the manager, you know what I mean? Big up to Billy, who's a Cherries fan. He says, as a Cherries fan, I don't think we even played particularly bad. The changes to our starting lineup may have had an effect, but in all honesty, Leeds played a good game. That's what I'm saying. So I think what we've done and what we are doing is showing that we are going to compete at this level. Showing that we are going to compete at this level. We didn't go defensive, man. Well, we stopped. What did we do? How did we go defensive? How did we go defensive? Everyone wants Tanaka to play, brings on Tanaka, and now that's defensive. Come on now. Thank you, Solomon. People can't, they can't understand this. It was the same against Wolves when he made fucking 5 changes in the second half. They're a good side. It's mad, man. Please don't do this. Please, man. Yeah, exactly. It means we've waved the white flag, gone, oh, it's stupid. It's stupid, honestly. Sometimes teams will win territory. They'll win territory against you. Honestly, look, Leeds have performed well. You'd have taken a point pre-kickoff against a very good Bournemouth side. I'm chill. I'm chill. I'm not going to lose my mind over it. Yeah, so definitely, you know, they could get Europe. We're just trying to stay in the division. And on that performance, we will. On that performance, we will. And for me, that's 4 points in 2 games. Out of these 4, I said I'd have taken a point a game. 4 points would have done me nice from 4 games, having 2 away at Fulham, Wolves, and then 2 home games. If we end on just 4 and get beat next week, it's nice. But I've got a sneaky feeling we'll get something against Spurs. But 4 points, having played Bournemouth and Wolves, what more can you ask for? Please don't forget, people, that people were saying pre-Wolves, oh, what if he don't beat Wolves and what if he don't beat Bournemouth? Well, as it turns out, he's not been beaten in either. Be happy with your lot. This is the Premier League. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. It's cruel at times. But for me, 4 points from 2 games, being better than Bournemouth for large parts of the game, be happy. That's a decent performance. Enjoy your evening. I'll be back tomorrow when we get to have a look. I'll watch it back. We can see what the managers said and all that sort of shit. So be proud. Yeah, be proud. Be super proud. And like you've said there, Louis, you expected 1 point from these 2 games, so you're happy. There you go. Be happy. You shouldn't be sad. You shouldn't be sad. It is what it is. It's a cruel, cruel sport, especially at the top of the game. And right now, we're at the top of the game, playing one of the top sides. Boom. We move. Thanks always for watching, and I'll see you in the morning. Peace out. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. Bye now.